Hello and welcome back, everybody. Let's play 35 plus years of Advanced Squad Leader. Today, I actually, you know what? When I was looking it up on the archive, I learned something, and that apparently this scenario is done like all of the rounds, in that it exists as an official scenario, as a dagger slash route report scenario, and as a critical hit scenario. I didn't even realize there was an actual like official version of this one.
So if I'm remember reading it correctly, this is a daytime scenario, but it's using cloaking. Or
It sounds about right because I don't think there's no like night rules that are in effect or anything. Um,
yeah, no.
for the people at home, a surprise encounter scenario Z-4 is a scenario that takes place between the Finns and the Russians, as you can imagine. Um, we'll get to the victory conditions, but first thing to explain is that this is a simultaneous setup, hence why I am zoomed in the bottom left corner of the map, because I didn't want to spoil anything in case nothing was revealed. Rutan is very smart and hipped his units, so there wasn't anything for me to see anyways. So the big reveal here is that the Russians all start with cloaking counter. Well, everybody starts with cloaking counters, but um, the Russians have to set up within a specific area, and then they kind of go hog wild from that. The Finns all come from the west edge on turn one, so basically what we see here. And the SSRs involved, there's a few of them, but hopefully it won't be too confusing here. So, first is that EC is overcast and there's ground snow. This means that we are going to see potential for falling snow because of overcast. Um, Additionally, there is no wind and it is extreme winter, so there's going to be a potential for the Russians to have a couple more issues than they normally would in winter. Uh, all roads are paths. Don't think that really. I think we've already, or you already converted it, so it doesn't really matter. Um,
To the
all
best of my
stream.
abilities.
Sorry, what?
To the best of my abilities.
Yeah. Um, all streams are ice, which again doesn't isn't really all that uh, important, um, or worrisome, I guess I should say. Uh, all units on both sides set up simultaneously, so you normally would place a. I think it's kind of funny. It's like place a third board on edge across the playing area. Um, you could just write that stuff down if you're playing in person, or figure it out. Each side sets up using cloaking as per E1.4, so everybody just gets normal cloaking counters. You lose cloaking and concealment according to daytime concealment rules. Cloaking may never be regained as per normal, although concealment is then handled normally when you lose cloaking. There's no straying or jitter fire, which would normally accompany night rules. And then for I don't really know why it says note movement factors, portage points, and support weapon details of cloaking. Um, I don't know if anything actually is over the limit. So normally cloaking, if you're cloaked, you have 6 movement regardless. It's really throwing me off that you're using morale, just regular concealment and not cloaking. Um, but
I'm doing the old-fashioned way of you just use the
you,
concealment counters with different nationality.
yeah, you're doing the tabletop simulator way.
And the legitimate way. There's no cloaking counters in baseball. I mean ASL.
um, yeah, like cloaking counters, you have 6 movement. This cannot be increased as far as I'm aware. Your max is 6, but you can go up to 6. You can also carry, is it 4 and 5 without any issue, or is it just 4? Um,
Um,
it's in the cloaking rules. I was
I know
looking
what
at
you're
it
talking
earlier.
about. I forget how much it's increased by.
Movement
I
factors
know.
and support weapons. So a cloaking counter has 6 movement factors regardless of its contents. Can't be increased by any method except a road or downhill ski. Cloaked infantry can portage 4 or 5 portage point support weapons as if they were 3 portage point support weapons. There you go.
Interesting. Yeah, that's actually really interesting, considering that Russians get mortars.
Yeah, it's also strange just the way it's written, and maybe this is just like my interpretation of it or something, because it says otherwise, cloaked infantry cannot portage more than its IPC. Um, so maybe it's has something to do with if it's a 4 or 5 portage point support weapon, you're allowed, but you can't portage, say like 2 medium machine guns that
Yeah.
or heavy machine guns that each weigh too much. However, a sport weapon of 4 or greater PP cannot be fired in the player turn. It loses its cloak status, so you can't abuse it that way. Um, Cloaked support weapons must be DM if possible. Didn't realize that one. That is a very important last part. Um,
Well, I mean, important for you. For Russians, we can't DM even if we wanted to.
well, I can't DM any of my stuff because I only have light machine guns. I don't
Oh wait, so wait,
know.
I'll have to DM my mortars then.
I don't know if those mortars, the 50s, I don't know if they DM. Or, yeah, I don't know if they dismantle.
They do.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The shitty little small one?
Oh yeah.
Mortar, 50. Wow, that does DM. Huh, okay. That seems silly. Um, Movement factors. So all movement costs for a cloaking count are identical to daytime costs. Obviously, there's, whatever the hill stuff is and all that. Um, And then if you're ever revealed, you just go back to your normal movement factors, and there's no penalty
Mm.
if you've exceeded that. So,
Yep,
um,
yep, 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 yep.
only other thing I want to mention here before moving on is just that cloaking. So cloaking, if you if you have 2 cloaking counters that you stack, you can combine them, but you can never divide a cloaking counter. So you can't have a cloak encounter, say C over here, split into 3. You have to have them start as 3 or 2 or
Mm.
whatever you want to start with. So that's all I wanted to mention. Lastly, Finns get winter camouflage, which I don't know is really going to matter here, but hey, whatever. Uh,
It matters for when you are going across open ground, like right here and stuff.
just for like retaining concealment, but I just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know if it'll really matter in this game. And the victory conditions today are the Finns win the instant. Fast one here. He exits 14 VP, not including prisoners, off of the east edge, or gains 12 CVP. Prisoners are worth normal, not double VP, without losing 7 CVP myself. Presumably that's 7 CVP. They just say equal or above 7. Is it squads? Is it support weapons? Is it all sorts of things?
I'm guessing it's CVP.
Yeah, it's gonna be CV. There's no other way, because otherwise it'd be really, really silly. Um, yeah. So, anyways, I think that should be it. There's a couple more counters to put down, but I think we're good to go with action if you want to. Um, did you want to move your sniper? Because you put him there. He was there before my setup. So I don't know
Yeah,
if you wanted to.
I'll set him right here in the gully. He's drinking a cup of Joe.
Where nobody else will go.
Yeah. Who knows?
Wait,
Randomly takes out your leader.
hold on. I want to check something real quick here because I just saw this and that would be incredibly annoying if that's the case. Uh, you just love when there's errata somehow and it's not immediately apparent anywhere. All right, I gotta check. ASL annual 95. A88. Did they fuck this up or is this something else here? Surprising counter. Oh. Okay, it's just with the official printing. Good. All right. We're good. So, um so imagine if the official printing that they ever did was I need the counter for it. So, flip the boards like rotate them both boards 180 degrees and then they made north point to the right. So if you want to exit, you're just running through two boards. It's like, well, why? Why would I fucking bother? You know, there's not even good movement. So, anyways,
So wait. Okay. So north is this way.
yeah. We did it
Okay.
correctly. It's but the official printing, for whatever reason, they fucked up the hex row, the boards, both the board positions and where north. So
North.
anyways, fun things to see that make me panic. Shit, that is falling snow. That was fast. It's better.
Well,
Guess I need to put the counters on now. Do we know what condition this is? Is it moderate or EC ground snow? I'm gonna assume that's wet.
it's ground snow.
Yeah, but usually it's like the environmental condition is not is so
Overcast,
I'll put
ground
wet.
snow, extreme weather, or extreme winter. But doesn't say anything about wet.
Yeah, I'll just put wet just because it's typical for that. And where the heck is it this?
What? Why would it be wet? Why would it be wet?
It's almost like snow is wet.
Wait, no,
Nope.
snow. It's not water.
There you go. Falling snow. Cool. I forget if falling snow does anything other than mist, so shots at 6 and above or range are gonna have some issues. Um, so yeah, all right. I don't have anything to do in rally phase.
I also don't.
Cool. I don't have anything I can do in prep fire, so I will go straight to movement. In the movement phase, I'm going to do my dumb plan here, or part of my dumb plan. I'm going to have a cloaking counter. Is going to go to what is that? P9, P8 for one,
Okay.
two,
Okay.
three,
Okay.
four,
Okay.
and then 5, 6.
So if I decide to shoot it, I can see it, or how does this work? Because it's daytime. So,
You lose it as per normal cloaking
well,
loss.
since it's daytime, it's right next to me. That means I can see it.
Yeah, it just says cloaking may never be regained. Blah blah blah. Daytime concealment rules. So, um, yeah, presumably I would just get revealed.
Okay. So I will take a shot at that.
All right.
That'll be
8 flat.
what? 8 flat. Cool.
Pretty sure.
Uh,
Pintash check. He's fine.
Fantastic. I mean, yeah, of course he's an 8 morale green. What were you expecting?
So ridiculous. I mean, even if he was 6 for like regular greens, I would pass, which would be nice.
I know that's
But
fine.
it's
It's
still
still
yeah.
I'm still not over the 8 morale for the like low ranking units.
Neither am I. All right. We'll have the next one go in P8 for one. Then 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he just ends there.
Okay.
And the next one will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I believe I will also if you reveal, I guess.
Yeah, why not? I'll take a shot at you.
Sure.
4 flat.
Yep.
Jeez, already.
Now I moved. Oh, right. And since I'm revealed, like I don't get the 6th movement point. So that's that. All right, next guy, cloaking one. I'm following the path, so sorry. One, two, three, four,
Mhm.
five.
Well, why not? Yeah. It's worth it then. Hello.
It's only worth it if something happens.
Yeah, fair. 16 down. 16 flat.
Oof.
There we go.
5 on 16 is
3 morale check.
3 morale check, right? Pinned. That's so dumb. I hate this. I hate this so much. It's so stupid.
Gee, Bill, what happened? You rolled a 5, 3 morale check. Gee, Willikers, I better rolled low. I just got a 5,
Yeah,
because my morale's always 8.
I hate this.
Uh,
Uh,
I'm honestly just here for the laughs at this point because of how ridiculous just the fins have been.
it's ridiculous. All right. Well, the other guys, just to do it quickly here. So, one, two, uh,
Oh,
four,
shoot.
six. Oops, six. It's a M1. And then the next guy, kind of same idea here. So, bypass one, two, or six. There we go. All right, that is it for movement. Defense fire.
Oh, no. So this is 6. No way, this scenario. People did not think about this. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, this first fire guy is gonna fire on here again for 4 up 1.
Mm-hmm.
Towers. So
The
I don't think.
2, 7. Yeah, 7 on 2's on.
Yeah. These guys will final fire into these dudes.
Sure.
8 up 1. Jesus Christ. Not doing good. That's all I can do.
Sounds good. Advanced fire phase. Um, I'm just gonna shoot with everybody because why not? So L9 to J9. It's 2.5. It's a 4 firepower up 1. I'm not liking this already. 5 on 4, 1 round check.
Yep.
Alright.
Uh,
Pinned guy in M7 is gonna shoot against the double. It is 12, 6, 3, 4, up 1. Nothing. And lastly, the guy in L8 is going to shoot at the guy adjacent in K8. It is a 6 up 1. They don't cower, but 8. 8 on. No, that's
yeah,
9.
you do. I think you do cower because you're green. Or is it all fins don't cower?
I mean, no matter what, it's not a result.
Okay.
But I will double check.
I'm also gonna double check this because I think it's the British I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I think it is the British you're thinking of. Because I remember us looking at that, and I think it's just the first and elite that are
Yeah,
stealthy.
Finnish personnel may self rally during any are immune to cowering results and
Yeah, because they needed the they
they
needed the
needed
extra.
that. They needed it, Jobo. I can't stress this enough. The Finns are no cowards.
We all know that the Finns have glorious combat reputations that they will
Have you
never.
seen Dolph Lundgren?
Met in my dreams. That's it for advanced fire phase. Rights.
um, do I just have to route into this building then, or?
Yeah, yeah. I think that is the only option you really have. Well, you could. I think you're technically allowed to follow the woods, and then you can go up north if there's something up there
I
that you
prefer
want to route
not
with
to.
or
I
rally with.
prefer not.
But
I would prefer not to.
okay. So advances. Um, Yeah, I mean, I'm a little sad my guy's pinned because I would have tried something, but we'll do this because why not? And then these guys go here and here, I guess. Yeah. I think that is fine. That's it for advances. CC. There is one possible one. No ambush. I can't imagine there's an ambush, anyways. Uh, 1-to-1, and I don't think there's any
Are you, de
modifiers.
are you declaring hand to hand?
No, the hand to hand was last game, wasn't it? I don't think I'm allowed to declare hand to hand.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah, I don't think Finns get to declare hand to hand.
Oh, I am.
I think you're stuck in the last game.
I think it's either that. No, I'm stuck playing the Japanese in the other game, so I'm like, oh yes, hand to hand.
We
Hand to
did
hand.
have hand to hand last game, though. That's why.
That is true.
Yeah.
So what am I? 1-2.
Yeah, 1-to-2, no modifier. That is a casualty reduction, I think.
Wow, it is actually. Jeez.
Damn. All right. Well, there's a bad greens, and then this gets flipped to melee, and then that's it for turn one, or my turn one.
Mhm.
Excuse me.
All right, Russian turn one. Let me try to self rally the guys in the thing. No, but that's kind of par for the course. Or I wasn't expecting, I should say. I was like, I I don't want to sound like I'm getting cracked up for not rallying on a 3. It's just not fair.
Why can't
Um,
they rally?
why can't I self rally everyone?
Why can't I just roll snake eyes all the time?
It's not fair, damn it. Oh, okay. So prep fire. Oh wait, I should roll for weather. There we go. Nothing.
Woo.
Prep fire. Prep fire. Prep fire. Do I shoot my own melee? Of course I don't. I would never do that.
Yeah, of course you wouldn't.
But these guys will fire into the 6 for 8.
Sure.
Because why not? They're there. 16 up 1.
Just an up one.
8 on
Yes.
16.
Yeah.
That's.
One
I
check.
guess that's some. I was like,
He's fine.
yeah.
First.
Not surprised. Are we feeling the pain yet, Mr. Krabs? Okay. I think I'm gonna go to movement.
Sounds good.
Okay. These guys are gonna go here for 2,
Sure.
3,
Mm-hmm.
4.
I will. I will
I'm just
reveal.
curious to see if this is what I think it is.
I will reveal 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm gonna reveal. Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm going to reveal everybody, fire group, and because presumably they're real. I'm just gonna fire everybody.
Yep, I knew it.
That is 18, so 36 plus an extra 6. I don't think I need. Yeah, I maxed out at 36. I'm just gonna have everybody shoot. Okay, well, it's yeah, they're just dead.
Well, yeah.
Oops, not what I wanted.
Well, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Bypass for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 2, 4, 6, 2, I would say 4 here. Or any shots, you will see.
I will see him no matter what. So it kind of depends on what he is.
Oh, there's only one thing he can be.
I mean, he could have been the leader by himself. I will take the shot though. It's a 5 flat. 6 on
Yeah.
5 is normal. Cool.
He's fine. And then I guess he has to stay there because he got revealed.
Yeah.
Um,
Unless you want to late CX and get into K10.
how about bite me? 2, 4, and 6. Okay. Defensive fire phase.
I am going to shoot into melee. No, I'm just kidding. I will reveal the last cloak guy, because why not? They're both going to shoot into L7, because again, why not?
Yeah.
It's a 22 up 1. 6 on 22 is 4 morale check.
No, and no. Okay.
No sniper. That's it for defensive. I can't do anything else. Well, I could shoot into melee, but I don't like that.
Advancing. Fire.
Routes first, but
Advancing
I don't.
fire.
Oh, right. Sorry.
2 up 1 to here. Yeah.
7, yeah, just off by 1.
Yeah. No. Routes.
So are those? Oh, I would capture them, I believe.
Well,
Right?
is melee good order?
You can't. I don't think it matters if it's good order or not because you're still adjacent to an enemy unit. Let's double check route rules. Always worth checking. Morale. Interdictions, not what I'm looking for. Direction, routing.
Either way, they're gone.
Well, it's just because the difference. The only reason why I treat it as important is because if they're dead, it's CVP. If they're not, I have to keep them as prisoners, right? Which I guess I could refuse, but then do you refuse as a stack? I think you have to.
Nah, prisoners are worth normal, not double VP. It says so you get it either or.
No, but if prisoners are worth points if I go for the CVP target, but not for exit. And it's kind of a question of if well, they're not worth double. Yeah, so it's kind of like if I can just reject it, I guess. I'll declare no quarter just to make it simpler on us.
Yeah, I don't picture this game lasting too much longer, to be honest.
So what's really annoying me right now, and this seems to be a really fucking normal trend that is absolutely annoying, is unless something drastic happens, I get off board.
Yeah.
And like it's the same, like we've seen this so many times and I don't understand it. Like it's frustrating. It's frustrating to play as or against.
And I feel like we just take turns of being like, okay, who's the loser today?
I
And
mean,
you took it last week, and I was like, I'll take it this week. Don't play the Russians. I don't like other than like probably the first scenario that we played. I don't think there's ever been one where it's like, that looks balanced.
not with the
But
Finns, yeah.
anyways, we'll go ahead and go to
Advances.
which advances. Yeah, they'll go here. 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 And then it's. Yeah, I mean, there's something more I can do.
Yeah. CC 1 to 2 and you 2 to 1.
2 to 1. Let's. At least that's been decent.
Pretty sure it's a kill.
Yeah, that's a kill for me.
Boo. All right. We go to turn 2, and this is where the shenanigans really become apparent here. All right, well, does it actually,
Even more so.
does it increase, or is it just, I,
Uh,
I don't think I've ever gotten double falling snow.
I don't. It doesn't increase, or
If a wind change die roll 10 or above, already showing the intensity of the precipitation increases such that the missed LV hindrance is okay, yeah. So it's now instead of over 6, it's at 6. There's a +1 and then +2 for everything else. Doesn't matter. And then that's it. So it's just like really heavy snow that's falling, but that's nothing else can happen.
yeah, yeah.
There's no rally phase actions for me to do. I don't think you have any.
No.
We go to prep fire. I'll do the 10 up 1, nothing. That's pretty much it. We'll go to
Yeah.
movement. And then this is where like the shenanigans, because now I don't have cloaking. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can figure out what the other guy's gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 3, 8, and M8 is gonna assault move to L7.
Okay. Um. Yeah, he's good.
Okay. And then is that worth it? I almost feel like I should have opportunity fired, but whatever. Next guy will declare CX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Uh,
Feel like I should have done G7 or whatever that is, but
sure. I'll take a shot with him here to here.
sure. 4 flat.
4 flat.
Pin task check.
Pin.
Oh, he's pinned.
Wow.
That's my only bad roll today. I bet it'll be something dumb
Yeah.
like that.
So then I'll push my luck. Um, d-
6
and
flat.
then 6 flat.
Sure. It's another pin test check.
Yep. Man, I am being so adventurous. Okay.
That's it for movement. Defense fire.
Oh fuck. Who don't want to get boned by less? I'll fire into here. Why not?
Sure. 8 up
8 up
1.
1. Fantastic.
Of
Yeah.
course.
God.
I think you know what I've thought this the last time too. Like I find it so strange that the Russian snipers have such shit numbers.
Well, it's because it's skewed because the Finns have the White Death, and the White Death killed like 500 people. So we gotta account for that.
But
So compared to anything
half
else,
of those guys were with submachine guns, at least.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, that's my defense fire.
Yeah. Advancing 6 up 1.
Yep.
Pin test check.
Mm.
Yay. Uh, Routes none. Advances. You know it.
The jokes just write themselves.
I know, right? Like, it's just silly. That guy's CX'd. These guys go in the woods. CC phase. You get a +1 for being pinned. Didn't matter. 10 to 4. 2 to 1. Really? Well, I can't generate a leader anyways, so whatever you want to roll.
What was it? I'm 1 to. It's 1 to 4, whatever. Yeah.
Or 1 to 2 against a.
I'll do 1 to 2.
Yeah.
Yep, that didn't. Whatever.
Yep. That's. And then that's turn 2 Russians.
I feel like I'm literally between a rock and a hard place right now because it's like I can't shoot at you because you've been getting so good. I can't even get close to you because then next thing you know, you're gonna CC me and kill
Mm,
me. So you're either on the next turn gonna win on exit or you're gonna win on CVP. Because
yeah.
right now you're at what's it 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So you need what 12? So you need three more CVP, which you can get easily over here. Right, right here. It's like
Yeah, like killing 3 squads is enough to win. Um, is it immediate? It doesn't really fucking matter.
it's. I think it is immediate, but
It is because it doesn't even say. Yeah,
let's see. Let me try the self rally. It gets it at least.
because it's morale broken 7.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, never mind. I was thinking. Yeah, you got the -1 anyways. Never mind.
I was gonna be like, I don't know what you mean. I rolled a 6.
Yeah, that's. I was like, oh, you're just like self rallying in the open. What the hell?
Okay, we'll go to prep fire. Oh, sorry. Weather. Uh, Fucking doesn't
Can't.
matter.
Yeah, doesn't increase.
All right, unless I roll nothing but threes from here on out, I think you got this.
Yeah, I like. Yeah.
Um, okay, here we're gonna blast those guys. 8 up 1. Oh,
Ooh.
mashallah.
4 and 8. 2 morale check. Oh. ELR and have and break.
I I like am scared with how like often I can call those.
Yeah, but you said nothing but threes,
Nothing
so.
but threes. Yeah, 6 up 1. We'll try to go for the fun. Oh, I saw the 1.
That is a
7 on
normal.
6 is a yeah. 7 on 6 is a normal.
I pass it because yeah,
Yeah, you're fitting.
you do have rate. Oh wait, did you? It would have been a pin test check. You're not counting Orchard. We didn't catch it last time either.
Now I counted it last time. I thought.
I mean no, because I was I certainly didn't count it.
Oh well, doesn't matter because I'm not doing it. We'll go to movement. Um,
Yep.
2, 4, 6.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Uh, I'm just gonna do this. Uh, bypass for 1, 2. You probably see me.
I can't. Broken units don't remove.
Oh,
So technically, you could keep the cloaking if you wanted.
3, 4. It doesn't matter at this point.
Sure.
We all know.
We all know the concealed units that we all know.
Yeah. Bypass for 1. Uh, 2. Oh god, I fucked that up. I fucked that up. Would you allow me to CX for full?
No,
Yeah, that's what I
because I
thought.
know what you're gonna do. You should. You could have easily kept
Yeah,
that.
I could have, but
the
I
the worst is if you kept cloaking, you'd be
I know. Don't need to tell me. I know. I know. I'm aware. Mistakes have been
fine.
made. Okay, that's all I got.
Sounds good. Defensive, none. Look, you can
Advanced
shoot on the
defense.
broken guy. You can still
Oh
kill
yeah,
him.
let me do that. Not. Um this point. Yeah, you know what? I'll do it.
Might as
Whatever.
well.
Uh, was
This is a
that
4-up-1.
4 up 1? There's the other
Yo.
3.
Yo. 4-on-4, 1 raw check. He's gone. See? Told you.
And I'm telling you, I have to keep rolling the 3s. That's the only thing. That's the only horse keeping me in this race.
True.
Um. So. Yeah, routes.
None. Nobody
All
died.
right.
Or nobody is
No.
still in need of it.
All right. Advances. You're gonna advance here. You're gonna advance here because we're all gonna start body blocking you two sick fucks.
Wow. Rude.
I'm gonna move you, advance you here, and then you're gonna advance up here. And I think that's where we're going with that. Other than that, I think we're good.
Sounds good.
Finish
No,
turn.
no CC. Fins, turn 3. Weather, no change. Well, yeah. Okay, that's like the 4th 11 in a row, I feel like. No rally phase things to do. No prep fire for me to do. Movements. Going to have 1 green is going to assault move to J7.
Do I have to keep shooting though. That's the problem. 8-up 1.
8-up 1.
Okay.
The dreams of 3s.
There goes.
Now there is, unfortunately, there is still residual. You know what? Yeah, I'll assault move.
All right, take the 2.
2-of-1. Yep. All right.
No.
That was like the only thing I was worried about.
Do I have Final Protective to get myself out of it? I'm gonna Final Protective Fire to get myself out of that.
Sure.
What would that be? 4-up
1. Yes.
4-up 1. Yep.
All right.
Bye.
Well, I still get advanced fire phase, which is nice. Over in the bottom, D2 is going to normal move to D3 for 2.
Why do you drag this
out? Literally only because I don't think that I would be able to run off the board with the 14. Is it 14? Yeah, 14 VP.
I'll blast you for 12. You said normal
flat
move?
Yeah.
12 flat.
5 on 12 is 2 morale check. He will break. Now that that guy's fired, let's get squad with no LMG in C2 is going to assault move to B2.
This guy. Oops. Oop. 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 If I can get it to work. Okay. Hit. Okay. He's gonna fire onto you for 8-up 1.
Sure.
So hey, there's the 3 again.
Crazy how consistent that's been, actually. So it's a 2 morale check.
Yep.
Pass.
I hate that I like said it and now it's coming. It's like
Well, you can always shoot with another guy.
That is true. Do I want to shoot with another guy? Not really. I'm good.
Sounds good. Well, if that's the case, hmm. I'm gonna send a squad from D2 assault move to C3.
Yeah, I'll do that. All right, other guys are gonna reveal, and they'll shoot you for 16 flat.
Does the MMG get to shoot? What was the thing about cloaking?
I thought it was I couldn't shoot it if I moved it.
It is probably. I'm gonna disappoint you here.
All right.
However, a support weapon of 4 or greater PP cannot be fired in the player turn. It loses its cloak status. That's dumb.
Wait, can you repeat that?
So it cannot be fired in the player turn. It loses its cloaked status, which I think is dumb because, like, I agree. You'd think it would be if it moved.
So I guess. Wow.
So, like, you could.
What is the point of this fucking scenario then?
But what's how? Okay,
Eight
hold on.
plus 8 flat, I guess. Yeah, 11. Did fuck yeah.
I mean, I guess positive is that it didn't blow up the MG, but like, hold on here. So, what's like if you're cloaked? Like, let's just brainstorm Stalingrad here, right? So you're in Stalingrad. It's a night scenario. Everybody gets cloaked, right?
Uh huh.
So like every machine gun on the Soviet side, I guess you would have to just like not claim cloak status. But like, why?
Well, now I'm literally like fucked. You can literally just walk off the board right now. Then
Well, I mean, you still have guys in A4.
I know, but it's like I could only do 2 shots, and
I, so, how many points do I got here? I got 3, 7, 9. I only have 9 points. So I can't get a victory out of this. By wandering off board. Um. Okay, so this guy's shot. These guys are both shots. Right, I lost CX this turn, so I can't re-CX. Hmm. All right, I'm gonna try some risk here. D2 last squad in there is gonna assault move to C3 for a 4-1 on residual alone. So he's fine there, and then whatever.
these guys will final fire, and that would be 6
Six
up,
up one.
6-1. Normal.
On 6 normal passes.
Yep.
All right. Doesn't necessarily make any of my choices easier here. I'm going to shoot. Hmm. I feel like I'm going for broke if I try anything crazier here. This isn't fair. Fun.
I mean,
I know
like you can afford to go for broke though, because you have freaking 8 morale because the ASL gods demand it. You can self rally because the ASL gods demand it,
which is still
and
stupid.
and I can't shoot any of my machine guns because the ASL gods demand it. So I think you are in a good spot.
Oh, that's a. Oh, you have an HMG. You have an HMG? Right. I was not paying attention to anything you had. Um, yeah, it's more just like if they do get shot at and it is a big shot and something happens.
I can't shoot the machine gun though.
I know, but it's still it's about the risk. Wait, I'm not gonna look into it. Just gonna do it. Go for broke. Just fuck it. And looking at anything else is just making me think I'm counting counters and shit, which I don't like. So I'm gonna assault move C2 into B2. So they take 4 up 1.
All right,
All right, they're fine. They pass the residual. That's the big win here.
and then these guys will all reveal, and they'll shoot eight flat into that. 5 on the 8. It's like a 1 morale check, I think, or 2 morale check.
Where's your? Oh, right. That's why I was okay.
Two
Uh,
morale check.
2 morale check. Leader breaks. Squad breaks. And break. So fuck off and never tell me. This always happens. This always happens.
Well, why
My
are you going
side
closer to the gunfire? You should go over here and get off the board.
because it doesn't. Have you not realized that getting off the board does not do anything for me?
You, but you could have like
Getting off the
spurred.
board eliminates 7 VP of my own guys to kill your guys with.
Yeah, but like you literally before you started moving guys towards me, you had enough to win.
I didn't have enough to win.
Yeah, you have three. You had 6 squads, which is 6 times 2 is 12,
If
and
I
then the
but if any of the shot goes well, then I lose all those guys. If you didn't have anybody in A4, I would have gone for it. 100%. But the guys
yeah,
being in A4 meant I couldn't risk it.
but at the same time, it's like if we're gonna take that, yeah, I guess there was like one shot that did relatively okay.
I mean,
Um,
you started rolling threes. It's not like
I know, but it's still kind of like,
if you start rolling threes, like it's not as cut and dry as
all
you
right,
might imagine.
and then I'm gonna final fire with the other guys because I have nothing left for them to do. That's what 8 up 1.
Who are you shooting at? Is it B2 C3?
These guys shooting into here when they moved in there.
Sure.
Okay, so 8 up 1. Uh, 1 morale check.
Leader's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Hate
And the
this.
last one.
The other, if you
Oh
said
yeah,
when
that's
they
right.
moved in, yeah.
Yeah, correct. Okay.
Hey, I still hate it all the same because it's like I break, and then obviously when I need it the most, it's just that they don't die. All right. Can't complain, really. It's the Finns. Uh, that's it for defensive.
Okay.
Okay. Advanced fire phase. We'll do the easy one here. 12 up 1. Of course. I don't cower. So it's K3 and sniper.
How's it not KIA?
3 on 12 is a K3. I don't make the rules. I only observe the charts.
No
Like
way.
there's a chance, obviously, that it doesn't mean anything with the 3 morale check, but
I guess. No. Wow, that's so weird. Okay. Anyways, so we'll clone that. Anyways, and then morale check. Yeah,
All right, though. There you
they're dead. They're dead.
go. Sniper.
Sniper.
Ah, thank Christ. All right. Next up, what do we got here? I'm going to B2 will shoot into the guys in B3. So 7 up 1. 9 on 7. I don't think is a pen test check. It is? Okay.
It's a CTC probably.
Yeah, it's a CTC.
Okay. 7 and 7. Yeah, we're good.
Yay.
Sniper.
No sniper.
No sniper.
All right. Well. Hmm. Not really a fan of this. Okay, so I'm gonna have both guys in C3 are also gonna shoot into B3. So that's 14 up 1. 7 on 14 is 2 morale check.
Yep, and there.
Okay, so hopefully my plan works here. Maybe not. Routes. I have plenty. So I have to. So guy in D3 is just gonna go back 1 to where the leader is, and then the other stack is going to go back. What's my What was my numbers here?
Then my
This
guy
guy's
will
fine.
go back here.
That
This
guy.
guy will
Okay.
go over here. Okay.
All right. Advances. I'm going to do. Man, I don't like either of those options. Yeah, greens are gonna go down to J6. Those are just 2 weapons, which is fine by me. I'm gonna have 2 squads go to C4. And yeah, I'll just sit on the rest. CC, there is 1. I have a -1 for stealthy, so nothing happens, thankfully. 3 to 1. Yeah, that'll be. Then presumably a 1 to 2.
It doesn't matter. That's game.
No, I'm on 12. I'm on 10. I don't know if 12 suit me.
You're at 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Wait, 13?
Yeah, because you got.
Did I not count the commissar? Oh, that's why. I'm a fucking idiot. I did not count the commissar and the guy at all. Yeah, alright, well, anyways, how do I feel about this scenario? How can we feel about these scenarios?
I think the ones that terms that go around is dog water.
Mm,
But that's the Grognards being like very I say generous with it. I just call it dog shit.
yeah, no, I agree.
Um, and and I know I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. I'm gonna keep saying it 100 times. I hate exit VP scenarios.
Yeah.
I know that you didn't win on the exit rule, but I hate this one in particular because it was like, hey, Russians, you gotta set up within 4 hexes of the middle,
Mm-hmm.
which basically means if he goes to the very top or very bottom, there is literally nothing you can do about it until like the very end of the board. And
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm like, because I saw us two at the bottom, I'm like, how much am I gonna bet? Because if I were Jobo, I would literally slap 3 squads each onto those leaders and just have them rush the bottom. And
Yep.
sure enough, you did that, and I don't blame you for it. Like that's literally what I would have done.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's not it like yeah, this whole thing at the end happened, but I feel like I it's like kind of game set match at that point because I can't move to prevent that, and even then I can't just be like, oh, let's move everybody down south because I also gotta protect the north because I can't see where you're coming in from.
Yeah. Like it really comes down to terrible terrible scenario design because
Oh
like
yeah,
like I have to mirror your distaste for exit VP because there's good ones out there, I'm sure of it. You can't have 7,000 scenarios and a percentage of that has to be exit and a percentage of those monkeys with typewriters writing Shakespeare, like at some point
yeah,
there's got to be a good one or a good couple. But the ones that we've seen in general, like outside of whatever rare one in with like Germans versus Poland, in Finnish versus Russians, I don't think that it makes a lot of sense for these scenarios to be this way.
yeah,
I almost feel like there should be, maybe there should be a nighttime scenario and it's not a Finnish exit VP, but a Russian exit VP because they're getting taken down in Moti style,
yeah.
eliminations, whatever, and it's just your job as a Russian to preserve your force, right?
Um, yeah, it might, and that's kind of like, and the other thing I've been noticing with these scenarios, and I get that it's like older, but again, this is another one of those scenarios that we've had where it's like half the map isn't even used.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even need that top board, really.
Yeah, I mean, same problem as last scenario. Um,
Yeah.
Stu's in chat, old man. I think this is a gimme win for the Finns. Just tough to deal with the rush. Um, yeah, and laughing at the monkeys with typewriters. Hey, there is a Game Squad collection of scenarios that was called Monkeys with Typewriters, and they had like three different scenarios they had to build.
Honestly, like, I'm gonna be completely honest, and like, when whoever like balanced it out and said they worked hard on this, like, part of me is like, have you been talking out of your ass, or is this like, I guess we haven't played any of the new finished scenarios, so we've played a couple, and even then, with the new improvements, they still are like overpowered as fuck.
Yeah, like
um,
I'm looking at the scenario, the official version of the scenario, and there's no
yeah.
change. Like it's still 14 Russian squads, an 8-1, an 8-0, so you don't get the commissar, HMG,
Well,
MMG, LMG mortars.
I get the commissar because of the Russian
Oh, because you
rules.
swapped it, right? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Um, Finns, it's still first line green, 7-3, 9-1, 8, two LMGs. There's no
Mm-hmm.
difference in sand. There's no difference in ELR. The setups are the same. Like they don't even. The only thing they did was they refined the text to for VP on exit, and the 7 is casualty VP instead of just saying 7. But there's no difference in these two scenarios. Obviously, also outside of the error on the maps that they printed on the scenario card, which you guys all you had to do was look at the at the actual scenario card that existed and reprint it, and they fucked it up, which is hilarious to me. Um,
And the fact that you said that this scenario has been like reprinted across like I don't know how many different publishers or
3. So
three,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I'm like, in what universe did you look at the scenario and be like, ah, yes, this is fairly balanced and looks like fun?
Right? Like it seems weird. Like so there's something that I've brought up sometimes. Also, Stu. So the source on this one is called so it's Z-4 is the report code, but it's from Route Report. So Dagger. If you know them, their collection of scenarios is out there as far as I'm aware. It's like public domain at this point or whatever. Um, I don't know if it's like an early magazine or whatever. Actually, I'll see if what does the archive list? for this one. Route Report magazine number 4, 1991, September. So, 33 years later, I feel like it's one of those things where people were playing ASL very differently back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And, even if
Because this
that's.
could. Oh, God.
No, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say this could easily be 5 turns. Like we don't need turn 6 or 7.
Right? Like, it's old, so they added a bunch of. So there's a bunch of turns, and I think, the play styles back in the day were very much a factor of like, we need people to have a lot of time to shoot, right? Um, and that's like fine and all, but I don't know, man. It just seems like the only one that seems to have taken a very different take on this is Critical
Mm-hmm.
Hit reprinted this, kept the name, and apparently has done a very different scenario.
I was gonna say don't give them any props. They don't deserve any credit for
I haven't
anything.
played it, right? Like
Yeah.
the Russians get fewer units and it's still 7 turns, and they do shitty custom maps where like they're not available, so nobody's ever played this. So,
Yeah.
eh, like, is it good? I I wouldn't want to throw that out there because you never know. Um,
Here's like my general opinion of like so far is how many like I keep saying asking at the end like how many finished scenarios have we played. I was looking forward to it, but I wasn't. But I'm gonna be honest, like this, the Finns are been like nothing but a disappointment, and I
mhm.
mean that in multiple ways. Um, like
Critical inversion. Oh my god.
but like I remember, and I'm gonna say this right now. This is not a knock on Neil. This is not a knock on Scott. I remember watching like the video that Neil made about like the different minor countries and like which one you want to play and stuff. And everybody chooses the Finns. It's like no shit, everybody chooses the Finns. But at the same point, that's like literally you just pressing the win button. Like, and I don't know. To me, that's not fun. That's not playing a game. You're literally just win Finland.
Yeah,
Like that's why I like the Hungarians so much because it's like yes, you have a similar firepower to the Russians, but you also get some German toys, so it's not completely helpless. So
yeah,
and yeah, I guess it's my play style or something because I'm one of those guys like Stu knows like I would take the Italians or the French anytime. Like I like playing the shitters and playing a country that's like you automatically know is gonna like win half the time kind of takes the fun out of it.
yeah. I hard agree on that one. I think it's very strange that this always comes down to like, the idea that everybody wants to play as the Finns, and it's like I can see why that's the case if you know it's a 50-50 setup to win, you know
Yeah.
where like playing ASL and losing a lot sucks. We've both been on the losing end. We've both
Oh
had
yeah,
we've both had moments, gamer moments, or whatever you want to call them.
gamer moments. None of us have said the N word, so we're good.
I guess that's
There's no
true.
gamer moments
And
like
I
that
I
here.
have not punched a wall yet. Um, but like, just in terms of like being frustrated, I can see how like if you lose a lot of ASL games and you're like, I just want to win, even if it's a free win.
Yeah,
Yeah,
play
like,
play the Finns.
you're right. Like, there's scenarios out there that are hilariously improperly balanced, and the
Yeah.
more I see of Finnish versus Russians, the more that, like, I don't think we saw a lot of exit VPs like continuously, and
Mm-hmm.
these scenarios have been like 50-50 almost on exit VP,
Exit VP.
or something silly, right? Like you start adjacent or whatever, or it's nighttime and like the Finns just kind of go hard the first 2 turns,
Yeah.
and then you kind of pick up the pieces wherever they lay at that point.
I think what's really missing for the Russians right now is that because like what I'm noticing, this is a lot of forest fighting. This is a lot of close quarters fighting.
Hmm.
All the Finns have fucking submachine guns. What do the Russians have? They have the rifles. Like, where are the Russian SMG squads? I'm not asking for 628s. I'm not asking for 458s. 447s, I get it, Winter War.
Mm.
But like, would it kill you to put like a 527 squad or two in the Russian OB? Because I'm getting blasted with like 5 to 6 to 10 to 12 firepower, and I'm stuck here with 4 to 8.
You know what I'm also surprised by? Um, the Winter War, at least from my recollection, which is obviously limited to certain things, but like I'm really surprised that the Americans, depending on which third party producer or whatever has looked at them, they've gotten bar counters, like bar LMG counters, as like an extra supplement to what they already have, to kind of be like, well, these squads just had even more firepower, right? Um, and I'm really surprised that that hasn't been done with SVTs, like the SVT 38 and the SVT 40. The like the fact that they are semi-automatic rifles in full caliber cartridge, however you want to deem that. It's just regular 7.62 by 54. Um, but like the fact that they had those, and I know that they used them in the Winter War, you could at least give them like an extra LMG counter that kind of like fits that mantra, but like give them a breakdown number of like 10 or 9 or whatever, right? Because like they weren't super reliable, and I'm sure they sucked in the snow, especially extreme winter. But the trade-off is you have that extra firepower, right? Um, to deal especially with those close quarter actions.
Just
Um,
give them an anti tank rifle at that point.
well, I mean, I guess, but like, I yeah, I think it does come down to like support weapons could probably use more. Like, I think the idea of cloaking for this one is stupid because of the rule about when you lose cloaking you still can't shoot. I wish there was, like, I don't get why that's not in this SSRs to say ignore that part of the rule, because it would make more sense. Um,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the critical hit one for fire and ice, scenario number 7, and the only change that they made outside of like whatever minor stupid changes they did for board W1 and board W2, which who the fuck knows which ones those are, because nobody ever buys critical hit to like release their products on ASL. But anyways, the only change they made is that instead of 7 CVP being the cutoff point for the fins, guess what it is?
Is it 6?
It's 9.
9. Oh,
So,
big man, are we?
right, the Finns can lose an extra squad now in critical hits version. It seems like it misses the mark entirely on like what the point is for the scenario. But anyways, I think that'll be it for us complaining live. Anyways, um,
Yeah.
so thank you very much everybody for watching. Sorry, it's been kind of a bummer for these finished scenarios. Um,
They've only lasted an hour.
I know, like it doesn't. I'm glad that we're zipping through it because we're getting closer and closer to 1940, and like there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff related to that, and there's a couple of like Japanese versus Chinese scenarios that we could potentially dip our toes in and whatever, but like if anything, I'm just really hopeful or excited for whatever scenarios we come across that will have tanks. Like I've said it before, I will say it again. I absolutely want to see the super shitty like 100-ton tanks and whatever that like they suck and they're just gonna blow up immediately. But I want to see them, right? Um,
Yeah. You're good.
because like they only show up in like 2 scenarios or whatever. So I'm hoping to see them and I'm anxious for that. But outside of that, like it's really hard to be excited for whatever the next scenario is, because so
Yeah.
far like
It's been a disappointment. I'm not
yeah,
gonna lie. I was looking so forward to the Winter War, and that it's been nothing but disappointment.
Yeah.
It started off promising, but that lasted only one scenario. It just
which which speaks volumes. Like kudos to the March Madness group because at least they produced something that we still look back
I had a good
fondly on.
time.
Yeah, exactly. Give us all the tools. Give us airplanes. Give us OBA. Give us all sorts of shenanigans. But outside of that,
Yeah. After that, we just turned this into a podcast.
all
We
right.
should like. I was like, yeah, no, that's our new podcast thing. It's the after action report of like whatever scenario we played.
It's like at some point we'll get on that idea for the World War II movies, and then we'll just have a
Yeah,
segment where we talk about ASL stuff
sure.
and be like, oh, is there any scenario that reflects this and whatever? That's what we should do. Um, all right. So as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for Stu. Thank you for showing up, and love the exchange of comments. It's always nice to see. Should be a game on Monday. I still haven't heard back. Well, I haven't contacted Rob. I need to send him a message, and I'll probably do that now. But I haven't heard back from him since a while. So presumably Rob is still out of action, which is unfortunate. As always, I hope everything is going well for him. So it'll probably be a solo night on Monday. And then we should have another Finnish versus Russian escapade next week. So I hope to see you all then. Bye.